targeting today, October 11th, 2024, number 2. But first, please help my humble channel to grow. Like, subscribe, share, comment, any combination thereof. Why? Cause you're beautiful on the inside and on the outside. And that's why. So y'all, this is where I'm at with my shower, y'all. Since I was putting off my devotions and trying to play games with the Lord allowed them to attack me. And this shower, which never had an issue, I've been living here for going on 10 months. Suddenly today, it gets clogged up, y'all. And when dude upstairs flushes his toilet, oh my goodness, y'all, it would just start to bubble up a lot. And then when I flush my toilet, it would bubble up, but just a little bit. So this is what happens when you rebel against the Lord, because they can't do nothing to me that the Lord don't let them do. And the Lord will use this for my good, make no mistake. But I cannot be putting on my prayers, y'all. Today's Friday, so for me it's my Sabbath, and so that means I need to pray in the Sabbath. The Sabbath started at today it started at 6:24 p.m. and I didn't even start praying in the Sabbath until it was after 9. Like, I didn't even finish praying in the Sabbath. It was like almost it was almost 10. That was just spit that went down the wrong pipe. That one them hitting me with the DW. So for the first time, I'm sitting here taking a bath or taking a shower, and it's clogged up. And I'm like, what the heck? I thought, well, maybe I was accidentally standing on the drain. And this camera don't seem like it's picking it up. And so I made sure I wasn't stepping on the drain, and it didn't make any difference. So by the end of it, because it bubbled up when dude flushed the toilet, it wasn't like Dookie came up, but it did bubble up, and it bubbled up after I got out of the shower and I flushed my toilet. I could see it bubbled up. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna have to stand up here, because I'm not trying to like, I don't want my feet to be in standing water last thing before I bathe. So I stood up there to wash my feet. Then I stepped down to here before I dried off my feet. I've dried off my body standing up here. And then I was able to put on some socks so that my feet would be clean. But based on the bath that I just took, where the heck, forgive me, Lord, where the heck did I put that bleach? It'll probably take this bathtub like a couple hours before, or this shower a couple hours before this water will go down. Then I'll try pouring bleach down there. What I was going to do is just pour bleach in this water itself, because I was thinking this water might be freestanding for hours. But like I said, it goes down after about what was it? When did I start praying? Maybe after about an hour or so. So instead of pouring bleach in there to keep it from starting to stink after 24, 48 hours or however long, I'll just pour bleach directly down the drain once it goes down. Because what I did was turn on the shower, because almost all of it had gone down, and y'all weren't going to be able to see no water in there, so that y'all could see it. And I just turned on the shower with hot water. But what I'm thinking I'm going to do now is probably just boil some water, like pour some bleach down there, and then pour some very hot water down there to see if that does the trick. But my plan is not to call them until Monday because last time when my kitchen sink was leaking and I called for help, the guy that they sent was actually um, the guy that they sent, he was like 60, he was almost 70 years old. And I just felt bad calling at that weird hour that, some older guy's coming out. And the guy told me the guy kind of told me his life story, if you will, or a little bit about his life is more accurate. And he was letting me know that at one time he was worth $1 million and they lost it all. And he invested that money into all of it into something, a business or something that went belly up, and he lost all that money. And so he put himself on call to be called at weird hours because he just needed the money, even though he was an older gentleman. And I felt so bad. This was during the winter, by the way. So I said, well, next time, if there ain't water actively just pouring out on the floor, I'm not going to bother to even call them except during regular hours. I hope that's a good decision. Anyway, this would have never happened had I not put off my prayers, my main prayers, then put off my Sabbath prayers. Since today's Friday, there's an extra little prayer that only goes like 15 minutes at the most. It's not a big deal. But God's going to get my act together. I really, truly love the way the Lord treats me when it comes down to when I do my prayers in a timely manner. I've tried to sneak out of paying my tithes and offerings, but he immediately, even before I go to spend the money on something that I don't really need, the SHTF starts happening, and I'm like, okay, I won't spend. I'm gonna go ahead and give this money to help sponsor a child, to help sponsor a child in the third world, to help save someone's life. Because if the Lord's not miraculously, powerfully protecting me, I can't endure this targeting. And a lot of y'all, some of y'all, you try to say I'm either bragging, and that's why I talk about all the tithes and offerings, which I'm not, so that you'll do the same thing, and so that you'll be blessed the same way I'm blessed. Some of you try to say, well, he's an angel. He gives most of his money away, and it's sacrificial. He's on SSI doing this. I ain't doing it for that reason either. I'm not no angel. For both reasons, y'all just using it as an excuse so that you don't have to make sacrifices. You don't want to do it so that because you're too good to be a bragger. No, you just don't want to give away your money. You're not an angel like supposedly I am. I ain't no angel apart from the Lord. I'm a devil. But I'm looking at the bathtub. It's it's gonna take an hour or more to go down. It was almost all down before. Anyway, I'm not an angel. But y'all use that as an excuse to not give because you're not an angel. Neither am I. The Lord makes me do it. But I tell you one thing, if y'all do it without fail, when it's not comfortable, you know what I mean? Pay your rent and food, that's it. And for me, in general, I don't even buy food. The Lord already has shown me I can get food for free. Most of the food that I need, I can get for free. Just got to home myself and go to these pantry food giveaways. I've even been able to save up food in this fashion. So I don't even get to buy food. It's not like I don't get to eat. I get to eat and I eat well, but I don't get to buy food that often. But anyway, after food and clothing and shelter, y'all need to be giving your money away because y'all, I'm telling you right now, I'm alone. I have no one. I'm not one of these people that can get along with other TIs. I'm not one of those people. Just in general, I'm just not one of those people. So I don't have anyone to depend on. I don't have anybody to turn to. When I really needed someone, the Lord will put someone there. The Lord has put people, the same people targeting me. He put them in my life, and He made it to where they would get me into permanent housing. I'm no longer in touch with them. So I stopped going to their monthly meetings because I didn't want to deal with the targeting going on there. And I felt like I showed them enough loyalty. I continue to go to their monthly meetings for 6 months after they got me into permanent housing. I'm like, that's it. I'm not going to put up with the targeting that they're doing at these meetings. But even though they were targeting me, the Lord still used them to get me off the streets, into temporary public housing, and now into permanent public housing. And in Cheyenne, particularly if you were in a TI, the public housing here is really, it's pretty good. It's pretty awesome. But, yeah, that's my message. I send my love out to all y'all beautiful Born Again TIs. God bless.